Welcome, welcome, uh, welcome everyone. Welcome back to the JJ Red and Fred podcast.
GG.
This is today. Yeah, we can hear you.
What's up,
I know you
fellas?
can hear me. That's what I was saying. GG. JJ Red and Fred podcast.
Today, today is July 25th. This is episode 5. How's everybody doing?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm great, man. I'm good. Red, how you doing?
Doing good. Been watching rain all day.
Oh, is it raining right now?
Not right now, it ain't, but it has been all day.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Jeremy, how you doing in that truck?
Man, I'm doing better than a fat man eating some chitlins right now. I'm good. Yeah, we good. We straight. Yeah, I'm good. Everybody good. How about yourself?
Man, I can't complain, man. I think we're doing some really good stuff, man. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at our YouTube page, man. I think a lot of people are chiming in on it. A lot of people are subscribing. I want that same energy. I hope everybody hits the like button and subscribe. Please share it. We hope to bring good content every week. So I'm just excited about meeting up with you guys every week. It's been great.
Already.
Heck yeah, man. I
Thanks.
look forward to these, man.
Yeah, I know. Me too, right?
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
nice. It's been nice.
Yeah.
Just to recap last podcast that we were talking about, everybody. But before we get into the last podcast, there's a lot of stuff going on in the news, real quick.
Man, hit it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the news. I want to touch base. I don't know if y'all heard about that lady that just recently was murdered in her home.
Yeah.
Sonya
Yeah.
Massey. Sonya Massey up
Sonya
there. Yep.
Massey.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I
yeah,
guess
we
I missed
definitely
that.
want.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that, Justin?
I hadn't heard about it.
Well,
Yeah, that's
Jeremy, you want to put that out there? You know how it all went
yeah,
down.
man. Yeah. I've been watching all of it, man. Been keeping up with it. Really, man. It's all biblical, man. It's saying the end times, man. God's people's gonna be murdered and if you look at the video from the jump all the way to the poor ending of that woman losing her life, you know, what you're seeing there, brother, my brothers, what you seeing there, you seeing the devil at his finest. The devil, them demons. Time is coming, man. Them demons, and they know that. You know what I mean? So you can sit up here and and you got to know this is a spiritual warfare we're dealing with. It ain't what you see, it's what you don't see.
Right, right,
These powers and principalities, man, these demons, man, they lock themselves on us humans, on people. And that's how it ain't the person that you're seeing, it's the demon that's on him
right,
or them.
right.
So saying that, man, this lady might have had a little bit of mental issues, but she called 911 because she thought somebody was prowling around outside her house. The cops come, from the jump. They're knocking on the door. The way they're carrying themselves, to me, my Holy Spirit just tells me that wasn't. I mean, just something was up. And
Right.
evidently, her Holy Spirit said something to her too, because when she does finally come to the door, the officers are. You can hear them before she even comes to the door that they're conversating, and there's sorry about that, y'all. They're looking. They're looking at the vehicle back there in the back. They want to know if that's her vehicle. They're shining the lights around the house. They're checking the perimeter. That's what
Right,
they're supposed to be doing. But they're getting very impatient because Sonya Massey's not coming to the door quick enough for them. I
right,
sense this right off the bat. I sense it right off the bat. And because of the way they're responding back to each other when she does finally come to the door, the way the officer handled her. You know what I mean? And right off the bat, if you hear right off the bat, uh, she rebukes them in the name of Jesus Christ.
mm,
Right off the
right.
bat.
Yep.
Right off
Says
the
it
bat.
loud. I rebuke you in the name of
Right
Jesus. That's
right off the
it. Yep.
bat, and proceeded to comply with what they wanted to, what they needed to, and the tone in his voice whenever he asked her, "What took you so long to answer the door?" Like he already put her in a suspicion. you
Yeah,
know,
right.
and I already knew that this woman because he asked, how are you doing mentally? He asked
Yeah,
that, you
right.
know, the one officer, the partner, he walks away and he's looking at the vehicle back there on the side of the house while the camera's off. The other officer who shot her, made his way into the house, you know, after asking, you know, was she mentally all right? You know, I don't think that was right. I think there was a line cross right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
They come
sure.
in the house, they start looking and this and that. Okay, she's sitting on the couch trying to find her ID. She has not posed a threat or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Uh, she's evidently she's looking for her stuff. You know, she might be scatterbrained or whatever. Don't look like she's on no drugs or nothing. This is like a woman who maybe has mental issues.
Right, right,
But she's not mentally too far gone to where she cannot be living by herself, taking care of herself. She knew what was going on.
right,
So
right,
say
right.
this. She has a pot of water boiling on the stove. Okay. Water's going. It all of a sudden starts boiling. The officer, you know, hey, you might want to go get that. We don't want to, you know, have a house fire or nothing like that. Sonya goes over there and she takes that pot of water. When she puts her hand on that pot of water and starts moving it, his partner automatically jumps back. That wasn't right to me. It wasn't like she was showing a threat that she was going to throw some water on
Yeah,
these
she was
officers or nothing like that.
no threat
She
whatsoever.
was going right from the stove to the sink.
Yeah,
And she asked the officer that jumped, what do you, you know, well, I don't want no, you know, and she automatically says, in Jesus' name, I rebuke you in
uh-huh.
Jesus' name. And then the
Yeah,
officer automatically says, you better not, you know, after making eye contact, after she says that to his partner, makes eye contact with the officer that shot her in the face and said that after making eye contact, he pulls his gun and says, you better not, or I'll shoot you in the face. And she says, I rebuke you. And then she drops down automatically and he just
yeah,
lets
she
off on
throws
her, man.
her hands up. She
Yep.
throws
And the
her
water,
hands up.
yep. And he
That's
shot and he
puts
shoots
man
her.
down to everything, pot.
Yep, yep.
She
The
throws
officer
her
that
hands
shot her
up.
refused to go get, you know, and said something about, oh, she's already gone. I mean, you know, and it was just, it was if you want to know what a demon looks like, that's what a demon looks like.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it is, man. I
Yeah.
hate
The
my prayers go out.
top,
Go ahead,
the
sir.
What's
top
that?
the top shot the woman.
Yeah, in her
Yes,
house, in her face, killed her dead. Yes.
yes.
Refused
Shot
to
her in the
help her whenever he decided to go get her or go and get his kid or whatever he was going to get. His partner was trying to, you know, he was like, oh, it's a lost cause or whatever. But as soon
Yeah,
as that officer left out to go, the one who shot her, go get his kid or whatever, his partner immediately went over and grabbed some napkins or something. And that's just it's messed up, man, because you can hear all that.
yeah,
You could hear her
yeah,
taking her last breath, her gargling, her blood, and man, that's and if that ain't a sign of what's going on here, and that's just the peak of it. That's just, you know, it's crazy, man. It's
yeah.
crazy. Actually, I've been marinating on that for a little bit, and I know there's been a number of incidences up to this point that this has happened. You know
Right.
what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
and it's just, I mean, this is just the way of the world now, man. This is where we're at. This is what we're dealing with as a people, and you know, all in all, dude, we're getting pretty close. What we're
Yeah,
having to deal with as far as with our government, the what's the deal? The 2025. Okay? So I've been looking at a bunch of a lot of that stuff about the.
The 2025
yeah,
Act.
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
I've listened to a couple of brothers and sisters break that down, and it's a book this has been in the making for a long time, you know. But they're
yeah,
fixing to put this on us, and they're fixing to disrupt our whole way of living. You understand what I'm
right.
saying? This is fixing to happen. You know, they're fixing to cause some turmoil right here. You
Yeah,
know, uh, you know, uh, but you know, God's children, God's chosen ones, the one who, you know, we have to sit back and stay focused, stay prayed up. You know, like I said, my heart goes out
100%.
to any individual or, you know, all the families that's had to endure something like Sonya Massey did. You know, I see these, you know, if you're holy, I mean, if you know what you're looking at, you're holy. I mean, I can identify these spirits, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I could see these spirits. I mean, you hey, call me crazy or whatever, man, but you know, I've been through enough,
to
and
know. Yeah,
I've had them demons latch on to me. I've had demons
right,
latch on to me, man, and if it wasn't for the grace of God, man, I wouldn't be sitting here now. You know, that's just
right.
real talk. That's real
Yeah,
talk. I've been
yeah,
consumed by them demons, man. And the only way I got out of there was the grace of the good Lord, man.
yeah.
But you know, it's just
It's a sad
man,
situation. It's a
very
sad
very sad.
situation. A young lady lost her life, and we just want to say her name, you know, in remembrance of that situation, Sonya Massey, and prayers go out to her family. And you know, this is just one out of several million people that you know go through something like this, and you know. We see it on the news, but it could happen to anybody. You know, this young lady was
Yes.
in her house. She called for aid and she called them for help and end up losing her life. So yeah, we want to just bring awareness to that and stuff. But you know, there's like a lot of stuff that's happening in the news, and you know, um, what else? What I was thinking about is, you know, now we have the president dropping out of the race, and now Kamala Harris is up for election and stuff like that. And is the world ready to see a woman black president? You know, that's a whole, you know, another conversation. So do you guys think that the world is ready for that?
I don't think that's ready for her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
you know
I
me.
agree. I agree there, Jason. I don't think it's ready for her. Yeah, I think it's
But
her.
Yeah.
you know, yeah, and when it comes to the politics, man, you know, that's out of my that's really, you know,
No, it's
I
not
mean,
in my realm. It's not in my realm. I don't
it's
follow a
out of
bunch
my
of politics.
control. It's out of my
Yeah,
like I had my vote. I had my vote taken away. I mean, my right to vote taken away from me a long time. Not only
yeah,
just me. There's a lot of brothers in my situation that has had their right to vote, and really the political people are going to have who they want to have in there.
yeah,
All
yeah,
I mean, the political people are, you know, running the world like it's a Hollywood freaking
yeah,
movie, dude. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Right.
That's what it is. That's how it is.
I think when the people's vote, I don't know, I don't think it really counts. It goes to those electoral colleges.
Yeah,
So
electoral
Yes.
college.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes. Me
whoever
and
the fuck,
yeah.
me
Vote,
and
vote
another
for Trump.
now me and another brother was talking about that today, a partner of mine, man. And you know, if you're gonna do it, shoot, take each vote, write it on a piece of paper and count it out. Count it out. Don't all the electoral stuff and all that, man, to round that stuff up and all that. But that's how they play the game. That's them. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
the God tell you
uh,
don't get involved in politics. You mean don't, you
yeah,
know, it is what it is. There's certain rules that sit upon us that we have to abide by, and that is what it is. You know, don't get caught up in the mix of all that because it ain't the country ain't being ran right. The world ain't look at the world. It's almost in shambles. There's war everywhere.
yeah,
And in the back of that book, the scriptures tell you, and the entire you're gonna hear about they're gonna be war and then rumors of war. Man, look what
mhm,
we dealing with. Look at everybody.
yeah.
Everybody fighting and all that. So I mean, it's just, I sit
Oh,
up here.
oh
Go ahead.
yeah. No, I was kind of piggybacking on what you're talking about. Look where we're at because I was listening to people online, you know, about, you know, when the assassination attempt on Trump, they were talking about we almost had a civil war if he got shot. And I was thinking to myself, is that where we're at right now? Like at a civil war, are people that caught up in him and stuff to have a civil war behind this?
It ain't that. It ain't that. It's people are so damn the people out there are so there's a lot of mad people out there. I mean,
Yeah, there's
there's so many lost people. All these people are pissed off and mad for what? Because you
yeah,
won't get up off your ass and go get a grip. You won't sit there and put
right,
the work in. You want this stuff handed to you, man. Hey, brother, that ain't the way it works. You know, you
yeah,
got in order to eat, you got to work. You got to provide. You got duties while you here. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's soft. Everybody out here soft.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to get out there and put it. Look, and I ain't saying everybody, but 99.9 of these cats out here, mean, that's what it is. You know, men don't want to be men no more. And we won't sit up here and talk about women.
No.
Look, now women, a woman was put here for a man. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know,
Right.
but at the same time, I'm sitting up here in the store right here. I've been sitting up here for a day. You know, I'm sitting up here getting my little break or whatever, man. And you know, and we talked about last session on how, you know, men raising daughters. Man, I'm sitting up here looking at some of these girls walking around here. I'm like, what in the hell? Where they fathers at? I
Right.
mean, I done sit up in here up in the store, and I'm up here in a little old fuck ass town up here in Oklahoma. And you know, I dare not look through lustful eyes. I mean, I've done that,
Right.
been there and all that. But when you have a young lady coming in here with a t-shirt on and nothing look like some drawers on, you know what I mean? I mean, me personally, 9 times out of 10, you know, lustful eyes is gonna go. Lustful eyes is
Right.
gonna try to pull up. Man, I'm sitting up here I'm like sitting up here feeling heartbroken. I say, man, who is this? Who this little girl find? Because we got daughters. You
Yeah.
know, I got a
Yeah.
16-year-old, man. We got nieces. I got sisters. Man, I'll be damn. No, but it's okay though.
No.
Everybody accepted it. Everybody like, okay, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, no,
No.
you gotta stand for something or fall for anything. You know what I mean? And it's just, man, it's crazy. It's amazing what you see out here on this highway.
A lot of the kids are running the parents now.
That's it. Because
Yeah.
they saw. They saw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I'll be doggone if I'm finna lay down in my house and worry about one of my little old cats coming and stabbing me in my sleep. No, or
Yeah.
shoot, man,
Oh,
no,
no.
man, I got the fear of God in mind. Look, Booty Tang
Yeah.
Wheel River, I take that bet off right quick. Like I said, I believe in corporal punishment, but you don't do it to beat your kids, man. You don't do it. You gotta, man, because our kids, they got a lot. You know, the weight of the world right now is heavy. You know, but man, Bump trying to run with that crowd, man. You better do what you know you need to do and take care of your
Right.
business. If you don't want to be
Yeah.
stuck or you know, out here homeless or just, you know, get consumed up, man. Now, man, you need to stay focused. You know, God got a plan for everybody, man. You know, and everybody done fell off the, you know, the straight and narrow. But I mean, you got to really see it for what it is, man. And a lot of people, you know, nowadays is doing this. They all in their damn phone. They got their head down, man.
Yeah.
God said, man,
Yeah.
God said, better keep your eyes, your head to the
They
sky.
know
You got to
what's
keep
going
looking
on
up.
around them.
Now,
Right. Yeah.
and if
You're
I
exactly.
was back in my robbing days, I mean, but hey, I got that karma off me. But you know what I'm saying? You know, everybody, you know, but you know, it's crazy, man. It is crazy, man. But you know, it's honestly me. I
yeah.
don't worry about it, man. My Holy Spirit keep me happy, dude. I don't
Right.
worry about it, man. I sit back and look at things, and you know,
That's exactly what we have to do. You have to continue to pray for the world, pray for each other,
most
because
definitely,
we definitely in some trying times, man. I
man.
mean, man, I had a
It's
dream
gonna
last
get
night.
worse.
I trying to decipher it and trying to figure out what it meant, but you know, that's all. I'll tell you guys about that another day. But man, I think it's just the sign of the times where we're at and where I'm at. You know, trying to make sure I'm taking care of what I need to do. So
Well, God's got his
Yeah.
chosen ones, man. It's natural. I mean, I'm sitting up here, you know, if you get back there and read about the 140 God's 144,000 chosen ones, you know what I mean? They is brothers like us. I mean, there's brothers out here, it's brothers and sisters, you know, that are chosen just to, you know, we have a job to do, like what we're doing now. You know, if it just take,
yeah,
you know, out of all this deal of just one cat, we can do 500, we can do 5,000 episodes of this stuff, but only one
yeah,
cat. If we get one cat, man, the job done. I mean, it's you
yeah,
know,
One person, we're doing
yeah,
good.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
it, man, that's it. So I mean, you know, these things happening and these things coming, but like I say, man, honestly, in my whole hardness, man, I'm good, man. I work on myself. I work on
yeah,
myself and try not to get impatient with, like, you know, with my money chasing or make, you know, these loads falling like that. I try not to get aggravated in my work area. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So, you know, when I go home, because I got a such tight work area, when I go to the crib, I mean, it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I don't really want to go nowhere. I'm at the house soaking them kids up, you know, the wife, all that, man. I'm just, you know, but you know, it's being out here and seeing, you know, and everybody keeping their ear to the world events and what's going on, you know, over there in the Holy Land, the Promised Land, and the Gaza Strip. Man, look, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I was watching some stuff on that today.
You think this what's going on over there could very well happen to be what's going on over here.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
out they ain't telling you this out here on the news either. Out in Haiti, down in Haiti. You go check and see what's going on in Haiti.
Yeah.
Tell me if you want to go. Tell me you want to take a trip down there to Haiti. You know what I mean?
Right.
Their stuff is crashed, and it's like it's crazy in the streets, man. It's crazy in the streets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
You know?
Jeremy, do you have an interior light in there? You getting dark, man. There we go.
Hey, y'all know I'm half black. You know, I was changing on y'all. Yeah. Now the sun going down. Look, I got interior light. I got interior. I can make it look good over here. No.
You were slowly fading out.
Already. Yeah. Hey, that's how in tune I am, man. You know what I mean? Shoot, the sun go down, don't make it. Yeah, I can disappear on you. Yeah.
Slowly fading out.
I didn't even realize that. I mean, I'm sitting up in here. I ain't got my. I need to turn my porch lights on. All my interior stuff.
Man.
So, yeah.
No,
yeah,
that's good stuff, man. No, I think we're absolutely right, man. Jeremy, you're right on the money, man. And you know, we could speak all day about that, you know, but we just gotta keep each other in our prayers. So keep the world in our prayers. So.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's not all bad. I mean, that's some pretty horrific bad stuff. I ain't gonna, but it's not all bad, man. I kind of do my thing, and yeah, we do have people out there, you know, spreading the word, and you know, I just been like, okay, so I'm gonna tell you a story right quick when we get back on topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm running some loads from say I'm over here in Fort Smith. I had to load up and run back over to Oklahoma City, drop off, and then come back over to Fort Smith. So while I'm going down to Fort Smith to get this first little turnaround, this is my load, I'm rolling through to my where I need to pick up at, and I'm going through town, and I noticed this little lady, and this happens to me not too often, but when I see it, you know, or when I feel it, I move on it. You know, it's happened to me a time or two before, but this it come back up on me again. So I said I gotta check in with this. So what I'm talking about is I'm going to where I gotta pick my load up at. I'm going through town, and I'm at a red light. And as I'm coming up the red light, I see this little old lady, man. She's in a wheelchair. You know, I know she's old because she's covered up. You know, and I'm looking at her. She's got a sign down there. And I really couldn't read all the sign, but instinctively, when I started reading the first part of her sign said, "Put yourself in my shoes." And as I passed, I just couldn't read the rest of it. Okay.
Right.
But something right then, when I saw that woman, I started doing this. I started fidgeting. I was like, man, where my wallet? Where's my money? I got to, you know, I was wanting to give her a couple of dollars. You know what I mean? It just spoke to me like that. But I'm in the middle of town going through here, and I'm like, man, I couldn't find my wallet. You know, I had my wallet, but my money was in my overnight bag. I was like, man, I had to reach back here. I said, well, man, and I went on and picked my load up, and I thought about it. I said, man, I sure wanted to, you know, stop and, you know, help her out. So I get my load, I turn on back around, I leave out. Of course, when I come through, she's all the way on the other side. I could, you know, I didn't really notice her when I come back through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got my load, and I continued on to my destination. So I get over to my destination over there and drop off the next day, and I unload that morning, and then I start easing back. Now I unloaded that day, but anyway, I reloaded. I come back coming back east, going back to Fort Smith. So I get back, and it totally, you know, it stood off my mind now because I don't, you know. But when I pull back up, I'm going back to the same spot I loaded this load up, and I'm coming across this lady's path again. Man, I seen her like a mile away, and I said, "Oh no, I got it now." Man, I heard him got my wallet and stuff. And look, I put my flashes on before I even got to the red light, and I popped my brake. I mean, I shut that lane down. I popped my brake right there where she was at. I got out, and I was just I grabbed my little, and it wasn't nothing but like maybe $12, $13, $14. You know, but something told me to, hey, you know, when I seen her initially, so I step out and I said, here, ma'am, I want to give you this. I said, how are you doing today? She says, "Oh, baby, I'm making it, you know." And little old white lady, I'm looking at her, face is wrinkled up. Look, she got she got a little hair on her chin, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I said, "You doing okay?" She said, "Yes, sir, I'm doing okay." I said, "You got plenty of water out here?" And
Yeah.
she turned around. She just stood up out of her wheelchair, but she turned around. I mean, she turned down and looked. I saw a little cooler. And as I'm looking at her little cooler, I know somebody done gave her a little bag of some snacks or something. You know, she's sitting there. I said, "Well, here, I just want to give you this, love, and I just want you to be all right. I just, you know, I just, you know, something told me to just stop and give you this, you know."
Right.
And she had man, she got the biggest smile on her face, and that put joy on me, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, "Okay, I know,
Yeah.
I know." I said, I said that was, you know, she's good. You know what I mean? But now it's happening. Stuff like that, man. It's just uh
What you're supposed to do. Justin,
people. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I'm sorry. Justin, you told me what did your dad used to say when about giving money to the homeless? What he says, Papa he used to say, "Eh, even if you know they were going to do it, you know, use it for bad, he did his
You
part."
done your part.
Right,
You done your
Part.
part.
right,
Ain't
right.
that what
That's right.
that's what your dad used to say all the time?
That's right.
And that's
Yeah.
right. He's right. He's right. He's right. It's, you know, it's
You
just
did your part, right?
that act of kindness, man. And
Yeah,
that's what's wrong. Like that's what's wrong with the world today. I'm talking about not just us as a country. I'm talking about the whole world. I mean, they so much anger out there, man, and people trying to, you know, just it's crazy. You know, to
yeah,
me,
Man,
you
you
know,
guys want to see some bad stuff? Get your passport and go to a third world country.
oh, I could
It's
imagine.
it's crazy.
I could
Jason, have
imagine.
you ever been anywhere like that? Have you ever like been? I know you know.
Man, have Jason International, boy. That boy go
Yeah, I
everywhere.
know
Yeah,
you get
go ahead.
Jason's one of the few
Down
that's got his passport. I know.
like
Yeah,
up there in Peru, down there in Peru, up in the north part of Peru, man, it can get rough. Even some parts of
Really?
Lima. Yeah, man, it's got its it's got its beautiful places, but it's got its bad places too.
Really?
It's yeah, it's
Is it
sometimes
like just is it poor? Is it like a poor towns and poor like poverty? Is that what it
yeah,
is or
yeah,
that's a lot of it, man. I mean, that's everywhere. I mean, the greed of the people, the greediness of people, man, has left, you know, other people just like, you know, we got people that's got dogs over here that live better than people, most of the people out in the world, man.
yeah, you don't
yeah, sure,
Dogs and
for
pets
sure.
and shit get
Yeah,
more doggone you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And what the hell's up with that shit? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I mean,
Dog,
I love
them
my
dog
dog. Don't
got
get me wrong.
them dog got more money than you got.
Man,
right.
look,
Set the dog $1 million in the will.
man, look, shoot, he got $1 million life insurance policy on his ass, man. What the hell kind of what we doing, man? What is our folks doing? And then, you know, it's just and a lot of people like it's messed up that well, it's not messed up because the government already. I mean, it's already they knew what they were doing. I mean, just the whole
It's been
mental
like
health.
this in the beginning of the time, though. You know,
Yes,
it's been
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's not set up for us to win. You know, unless you just really get out there and grind and figure things out at a very young age, and you hit the road, and you know you've been taught and shown how to get it. But it's a billionaire world, right?
right.
It's a billionaire world. The top 1% of the top 1%. Those are the ones that are, you know, making the decisions and stuff like that. And, you know, but
You know what the
what
wild
can
thing
you
is
do?
about that? You know what the
What's
wild
that?
thing is about that? So you know
What's
what the
that?
wild thing is about that? There's only about 100 families running the whole world.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that's right.
yeah. I think I read something. It was, you know, I didn't read there was 100, but I did read something about maybe 20 different families, you know, such as the Rothschilds and, you know, those type of families.
Yeah,
And I was reading something that says, how did we let these like families run like a planet of 7 billion people? You
exactly,
know,
exactly. How did
how
that
did that even
happen?
happen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
that's
7 billion people on the planet, and it's ran by a handful of families. You know,
everybody's been
that's
bamboozled.
right.
yeah, we.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit. So,
Oh man, we all been bamboozled, man. I tell you.
Well,
Hey,
it comes down to, everybody's got a journey, man, and a lot of people want to be in a certain spot, like then and there, and when a lot of people get there to where they thought that's where they wanted to be, it's not what it all cracked up to be. When you
Yeah.
go through life, man, it's the journey that what gets you there, the hard work you put into it, the lessons of life, and that means you might not. A lot of people don't look at it like that. A lot of people be like, oh man, I want my this right now. Woo, woo. No, but it's a process, and the whole process that you're going through is really, it's helping you, be a better person, grow, gain, and to influence somebody else that, hey man, I done went through this. I done endured this time, bro. I done. You can sit there and talk to you blue in the face of me, man, because you gotta come the long way around to get me, man, and because I'm straight direct, man, because I done did them flim flams. I already know, but a lot of people fall victim to a lot of stuff, and just it's all in the lesson.
I was telling somebody at work the other day, Jeremy. I was like, man, I said, and I've said this numerous times. I said, man, I kind of wish I had your that thing that you have, that just you're 100% direct with people. I'm that to a degree.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
okay, here it is. This is the truth. This is the truth of the matter. I was like, man, you've always had that, and I kind of wish I had that in a way. You say what's on your mind.
Oh yeah,
And so,
yeah. Sometimes a little bit. Sometimes but even when I say sometimes, I'm like, man, bump that. I meant to say all that. I'm speaking from the heart. Hey, okay. Prime example. Just like I went in that store and I was telling you about, these young ladies walking around here. I'm telling you, dog. Y'all know what's out there, what they doing, and man, I sit up here and I walk in the store. Yeah, for the first time, I'm like, I've been seeing them little shoulders get shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. And I'm like, really, not just. So I go in there in the store. I'm up here fixing. It was yesterday evening or something. I go up in the store, get me something to eat. That's what it was. I was going to get me something to eat. Because I remember saying something about that. I was getting me something to eat. And I walk in there. And right off the bat, like when I walk anywhere, I scan the surface. I check everybody.
yes,
I check everybody. Hey, look. Yeah, I look at everybody. When I go into the store, man, I'm scanning everybody. I'm looking at the way they move, they carry it. I can tell if you own that dope, you messed up, or you sit up here trying to steal some stuff, or you just want to talk. So I'm walking through there and I'm doing my scan. Man, this girl done got up in here. The Lord bless her, help her, because she didn't need to have this on. Little old cut off t-shirt. And a pair of panties. That's all she had on.
That's all she had on.
And I'm sitting up here, and I'm just like, the hell? What's going on? Go in there, get my food and this and that. And there's a little old lady at the counter. And when I'm scanning the surface, I'm noticing her. She over folding towels and stuff, doing her thing. This other clerk waiting on the lady with just the chicken or panties or whatever. And the lady just, she kind of, I'm watching her eyes like, her mind's just twisted. Her mind's like, So I come back through, and here I go speaking freely. It wasn't a whole lot of people in the store, which I wouldn't care if it was or not.
Yeah.
I go right to that old lady. I walk past her. I walk right in front of her. I said, well, doggone. I said, what we doing? I said, what they just letting these young women walk around here in panties and stuff now? And that old lady just like, I'm like, I said, man, where's the where's the respect for yourself? You know what I'm saying? You gonna sit up here, you think, I just say I ain't never been like that though, as far as like,
I think what it is.
There ain't no more respect.
No, you're right.
Man.
Now
I see that in these fast food drive-throughs.
Yeah.
They don't never get it right. And they don't never talk right.
No. That customer service out the window ain't it red?
Hey.
Welcome to McDonald's. What your ass needs? Now, hold on, wait a minute. You ain't gonna be up here talking to me.
Is that it? Is that it?
Yeah. Hey, look, and look. You're gonna have to tell them to give you some napkins. You need some ketchup and all your condiments. You got to tell them
Yeah.
that. They
Yeah.
ain't giving it. Look, went in there, got me something to eat today. The lady asked me, would you like some ketchup? I said, yes, ma'am, I would. And I sure appreciate you for asking. Because right
Yeah.
now, a lot of these places ain't. I say McDonald's and Burger King, Popeye. Ain't nobody asking you for if you want some ketchup or some sprinkle spice or some hot
No,
Yeah,
sauce
you
or
gotta
they
ask.
Well,
napkins,
they
any of
charge
that.
for it. They charge for
no
that shit now. They
Yeah,
charge for it.
yeah, yeah.
Little
But it's
ketchup
it's, it's
packet,
crazy.
mustard packets. They charge for that shit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, customer service. Ain't nobody got no customer service. It's all dude. It's all behind because the respect's
You
gone,
know,
and this and that.
you know what this is though? You know, a lot of this stuff, man, is trauma. It's trauma. It's trauma from childhood that
And yeah,
a lot of the adults walking around with unresolved trauma from childhood,
yeah,
from
not knowing
whatever
how
is
to. Yep,
exactly, not knowing
not
how
knowing
to
how to filter.
carry it.
Yep,
Yep.
yep, yep. That is
So, you
true.
And a
know,
lot of them don't even
And
realize they were traumatized. They don't realize it.
right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
The not knowing part,
Yeah.
sure.
and that's like that's out here like what I do. I got a lot of my Middle Eastern brothers out here. And like I said, I don't see color. I don't place judgment on nobody, nothing like this. But these brothers coming over here and the way these classes are taught now to get out here on this road and the things that goes along with being out here and driving these trucks and being safe and stuff like that. A lot of these cats aren't taught. Like say for instance, like I go up to the fuel aisle and I put fuel in my truck. I put my handles in the tank. I take care of all my stuff and this and that. And when you throw them handles up on your tank, you're supposed to pull up. You're supposed to take care of all you don't take them handles out your tank, your pumps out your tank until you got out. If you're gonna wipe your windows, you're gonna sit up here and blow your truck out. That's a sign to, hey, I ain't done yet. When I get done, I'll
Right.
hang them up and I'll pull up. Well, you got a couple of them out here that'll sit up there, fuel up. They some of them camp out in this fuel island because they, I mean, but it's a lot of you got to pass your knowledge down. Like, I think my father was telling me it was a kid come up to a brother like that, and there was a guy behind him honking, and the guy was like, I don't know why he's honking, and he was just, so my father-in-law goes up and he tells him, he says, well, maybe you have to, you have to keep your while you're pumping your fuel, you're supposed to be wiping your windows down and doing all this. And he's like, I didn't know, He's like, I didn't know. He
Mhm.
says, thank you for telling me this because I didn't know, And just give people you gotta give people a benefit of the doubt, man. It's a lot, but like I said, nowadays where we're at right now in this world, man, people pissed off, people just mad, and like
Right.
you said, a lot of trauma, they ain't know how to handle, they ain't know how to filter, or
Mhm.
whatnot, man. And then you got to worry about, stuff happening like, what happened to Miss Sonya Massey, just it's crazy. People are
Yeah,
scared,
yeah,
you know what I mean? And you don't, but it's all on how, I am a firm believer like this too. Not saying nothing on her instance, but a lot of these cats out here have put themselves in these positions. Not saying her particularly because
right,
and
right,
a lot
right.
of that's different. A lot of
Yeah,
cats have out here, as known to being in these streets, and they known for this, and people do change. But
yeah,
you have to, like, I got pulled over. I got pulled over this week. I was doing
yeah,
74. I was doing 74 and a 70. He didn't have nothing to do that morning. He was sitting over there. I'm drinking my coffee. I guess he just wanted to talk. So I had all my ducks in a row. Hey, it is what it is. But it's how you present yourself to these officers,
sure,
and
absolutely,
when you see,
absolutely.
when I see
Yeah.
aggression on the officer, I sit back and I don't say nothing. I said, here all my documentation. Here what you need. Do what you need to do.
Yeah, yeah,
Do what you need. I
yeah.
don't say nothing, man. I don't say nothing to dig myself. I don't say nothing for them to come back with me on something. You know what I
That's
mean?
right. Yeah,
But I learned that though. I learned that by going through prison.
going through.
You think,
Yeah,
you do have some corrupt officers out here, but I'm gonna tell you what, you in that penitentiary system and you mess around and jack with one of them correctional officers, man, they can have they can make you disappear. They don't play. You know what I mean?
hey,
They
hey,
don't play.
you know what I did one time? Me and my wife got pulled over once, and I was in the passenger seat. My wife was speeding or something, and I was asleep. It was in the middle of the night, and I don't know what happened, but I woke up and I was sleeping. And the cop was like, "I don't know if I should give y'all a ticket or not." And I raised up and I looked at him. I said, "Sir, what would Jesus do?" And hey, but he let me. He didn't write me no ticket. Didn't write my wife no ticket. He just let
That's
us go,
awesome.
man.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
what
can't
Jesus
believe
would
I
do.
said it that day. It just kind of
Yeah.
came out of me. I said, "What would Jesus do?"
Yeah, because he sounded like he was unsure, undecisive on what he was
Yeah.
gonna do. You officer of the law. You need to know when you light me up and hit them lights, you need to know whether you're gonna give me a ticket or a warning. Because like my guy right here, when I got pulled over, he automatically told me, he says that speed limit dropped down to 70 there about a couple miles for our senior. You know, he told me right off the bat. Because when I popped out, I jumped, he pulled me over, he get out of his truck. When he hit his lights, I didn't pull immediately over because I will not pull just directly on the shoulder of the highway. Not when in my truck. Now I had to go about a mile and a half and put that get on the X ramp. But as soon as he hit his lights, shoot, I hit that blinker like I know you got me, or I know I'm being pulled over. So I blinking, but I blinked for a mile and a half, and I told him later on in the transaction that, hey man, I didn't mean to, I just want to get to us. He says, no, driver. He said that's the best thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
you want to be safe for sure.
I sit up here and I had my stuff together right off the bat, all my paperwork, my license, throw it to him, and I always address the officer, a trooper, sheriff, deputy, or whatever. They got their name right here on the right of they stuff right here, and I always address them because that lets them know that I'm on my P's and Q's, that I know you're gonna have to be on your P's and Q's too. I'm just not, so officer, and the one that pulled me over, y'all gonna laugh at this one. You know what his name was?
What?
I already told
Officer
Jason.
White?
No, that's a good one though. That's a good one. No, I've had a lot of good ones. No, his name was Officer Whedon. Weedon. I was like, weed on in,
Oh,
yeah. Hey, but I didn't say nothing. You know what I mean? Because you know me, I didn't even kind of entertain that. I was like, nah, we ain't gonna. I just said you have your. I just said you have your nice day, officer. Shoot, I
you don't want to
appreciate it.
press your luck. Yeah, you don't
Hell
want to press
no,
your
I ain't going to. I know better than that. You know what I'm saying? Why do that with what they're dealing with and stuff like that? Look, these officers out here, I ain't saying all officers are bad, but when like I said, when you want to see a demon, they did to Miss Massey. That was a demon. That was, and like that was, that's what that was. But I have come across more times than none, because I carry myself the way I do, and
Right.
I'm not, I ain't had no problems, man. I ain't had no problems. I've actually.
Yeah, same here. I had some problems, maybe a handful of times, but for the most part, everybody's been real nice to me. Because you carry yourself properly.
Yep. And but now that's just they got a job to do, but I mean, there needs to be better training and stuff with these officers coming up and stuff like that, and you got to look at it. They're underpaid. They got a job to where they see the worst of humanity.
Worst of people. Yeah.
Every day.
Absolutely.
That's what they do. You know what I mean? Yeah. You never know when they get called out what they're gonna come across.
Exactly.
So I do understand that. I do understand that, but I think you have to be a sharp individual to be any kind of officer of the law. You got to be sharp, and a lot of these cats are coming in here with limited skills and just, that's just my opinion. But it could that whole program could be tightened up, as far as looking into what is and keeping documentations of behavior and if anything,
mental exams. I don't know if they do that, but that's the thing. Like have mental reviews, because I can only imagine what they go through.
Yeah.
What you say, Jason?
Psyche Val.
Psych, yeah, for sure. 100%. Hey, this has been a great show, guys. Great show.
Right.
I just wanted to touch up real quick. I wanted to talk briefly on something else, but you can't ignore what's happening in the world.
Right.
We'll touch on it maybe our next podcast, but I definitely want to give we talked about men and what it takes to be a man on our last podcast. but I want to make sure that we are for sure 100% recognizing the women that raised us and the women in this world, because they deserve all their flowers as well.
I'm a mama's boy, so yeah, I'm a mama's boy. We're definitely gonna,
yeah, we're gonna
yeah.
touch on that on our next podcast. But we definitely want to give the women of the world their flowers. Man, I could say so much about the women that raised me in my life, so I know you guys can as well. So, but that's gonna be on our next podcast. So,
Cool.
but is there anything? Just Red, you got anything?
No, I just like I said, I just think we're doing a good job and keep putting some good stuff out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How about
Heck
you?
yeah.
How about you, Jason? Anything?
Oh, we're doing awesome, man. Just got to keep pushing. Like you said, I thought we were going to talk about something else, but
Yeah.
got off on that. It is the way of the world right now, man. And I hope everybody stays positive out there.
Yeah,
Amen.
for sure.
Amen. Yeah,
Everyone
everybody.
hit the like and subscribe button, please, man. We read
Yes.
your comments. We really appreciate the people who have taken the time out to hit the subscribe button and like button and comment it. We really appreciate it. We're trying to get this thing going. Just keep supporting, and we'll keep bringing you good content. So on the behalf of the JJ Red and Fred show, we out.
Already. Y'all have a blessing.
See you guys. Love you guys.
All right.
Yay, yay.